For a very long time, there have been these gender differences in morbidity and mortality between men and women. Women live longer than men, and men die younger. And this pattern exists all over the world. But there's a lot of variation in this pattern. And if you look at it by country, for example, the United States, women live longer than men in the United States, as in every other country. But the variation is great across countries. So, for example, in the United States, women live to the age of 81.1 years and 76.3 years for men. But 5 years ago, those figures were different. In 1979, the difference was 7.8 years. In 2012, it was 4.8 years. In 2015, it was 4.7 years. And now it's 81.1 years for women and 76.3 years for men. When you compare the United States to other countries, the Scandinavian countries and the countries of OECD, that pattern fluctuates, and in those countries, the gender gap is even is smaller between men and women. So it's only 4.1 years. So that means if you look at the differences between men and women in mortality, it varies by country. The gap varies by country. And the question is, why is that? Why is there this kind of variation? If you look within a country, you even see a different kind of gap. If you just look among men, you see that white men live longer than men of color and Hispanic men. And you see that the difference for women is also varies. The other thing that's interesting, if you were to look at this gender gap by income, you find that people who have higher incomes live longer than people with lower incomes. And this is true among men and among women. So we see variations not only across countries, but within countries and inside countries with different social groups. So the question becomes, what creates all this variation?